Hello and welcome to the party dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. You fucking bastard! I've had many joys in this life, Elena, but that intro is one of them. Anyway, I was always I'm your DM Blake Peoples, and this is your ragtag cast. We're missing a couple people. Yeah, Michael couldn't make it because he's in like Vegas. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Idaho? What did
Idaho.
say?
Oh, he's in Idaho? That's the worst state. No offense to our viewers in Idaho. It is. It's the worst state. Emily is on their way. We had to start a little bit early today, so they're going to come a little late.
Because of Game of Thrones!
Yeah, when you see this, whenever you see
We're
this,
back.
this is the premiere of the final season of Game of Thrones.
Premiere.
And, you know, Alyssa's kidnapped, so.
No.
Huh?
That's not what happened.
Millie's with her parents.
Alyssa's with her parents.
Wait.
Anyways.
What happened to Alyssa?
Anyway, check out our social media. Thank you to our one Patreon patron. Thank you, Elena, for that ASMR that I'll definitely have to edit later. You're making my life a lot easier.
It's not that bad.
I know, it's just gonna sound. I don't like ASMR.
Hi.
So, our sponsor today, Peter.
Dice.
Just all of them.
You asked and I was looking at Dice, so Dice.
Dice is the sponsor for the day. It's a pretty good sponsor for Dungeons & Dragons, actually.
Not to be confused with Dice, like the company.
Video game company.
But I was
not
also
them.
thinking, could it be dice, the technique for cutting vegetables?
I think it's those two, yeah. I think it's the object and the technique.
Well, you know why that's called Dice. It's dice, because you cut them in
Well, it's only shaped like one kind of dice, though.
Yeah,
you don't
normal
dice into
dice.
Hey, don't discriminate against dice.
Normal dice.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends we love you. Let's just do it. Let's get going, yeah?
No.
Smash that like button and hit that bell.
Thank
Hold
you.
my hand.
Told the dead on our channel.
Griffin and I have been holding hands a lot recently.
That's nice.
Keep that off
It's
camera.
because we're friends.
It's inappropriate.
So,
Elena and I have been going through a thing recently about our friendship.
Oh,
Should have been.
is she requesting explicit friendship?
She does it to everyone!
I was there a few years ago. It's okay. Yeah, no, we've all been there.
If you wanted in writing, you have it.
Really requires explicit friendship.
Actually, let's not play today. Let's just talk about you. So, how's it
I didn't
going?
know that's what I was doing, but that's totally what I do.
Yeah.
Shook on it. I have a vivid memory.
I have it in writing from one person, actually.
Oh my gosh.
that's absurd.
I didn't ask for it, though. It was given to me.
You're about to get it again.
So while this is happening, I'll recap
I
to
should
you
make
guys.
a scrapbook. All the people that have sworn that they are my friends.
So, our tenacious crew has been on the flying island of Diego Brando, the carrier of the world card of the Extant Sortilegium. They were put on trial because they thought they might be doppelgangers of themselves and may have a plot against the Extant Sortilegium's life, though they passed the trial and didn't go to jail like I planned. So,
Can I get that player?
you can't get this player's handbook.
I need a set of these, Griffin.
Yeah, the metal ones, those are nice.
Yeah.
You should ask our sponsor.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's where we'll pick up is right after the trial has ended. You'll sojourn down at the bottom of the tower, we'll say.
Later.
Well, you sojourn down at the bottom of the tower. It's the three of you plus Wallace and Deirdre. And Deirdre's looking flustered because she, didn't do so good in the trial.
Oh.
You saw it.
I did. I was there.
Well, that was fun.
I mean, we're not going to jail.
That's good.
That's good.
That's a positive.
Thank goodness.
It could have been fun, honestly.
Well, I mean,
No, it would not have been, Oliver.
I've been in a jail before, and it is not fun.
especially I feel like for a
Yeah, you
Oh,
would've
not
gone-
like
You would've
not
died.
like in.
Died,
but
probably.
they
like-
would have killed you.
We would have rose to the top.
I mean,
think,
we're
top dogs.
as we established at this point, criminals.
Yeah.
Well, technically we're not criminals. They just wanted to make sure we were who we said we were.
Right, but they said if you committed any crimes, and we all listed different crimes.
crimes.
Like,
That's
True, yeah.
I think we might be
I'm
criminals.
just gonna. You guys are definitely criminals.
Yeah.
Well, you are too.
Yeah, technically by association.
Right, and you've let us, commit crimes, so...
I have tried explicitly to not let you do that.
That is true, and it's sometimes a little bit annoying, like we said, but we do appreciate it.
Oh.
Well, usually we commit crimes to further the plot.
What plot? So what are we doing next? Because we told them that we were going to go after our memories, go after the clones, and maybe find out where Millie went. That's what we told them we had to do. And honestly, I think we should probably stick to that. Otherwise, we might actually go to high security maximum wizard prison.
Yes, no,
Personally, I am most
with that.
most offended by the fact that people are out here stealing faces from each other. And that's rude.
I am mad that someone is pretending to be me.
I don't know if it's a person so much as like a creature.
Right.
The point is that it's illegal. As you can see on page 512 of the handbook, section 12A says, impersonation of an officer of the law is a federal offense.
Yeah, Millie used to do that.
Yeah.
I know.
Speaking
Where's
of
Millie?
which, I think that it might maybe in our best interest to go find Millie.
She's with her parents, it's fine.
I know, but
Make a deception
basically last time.
This is the first time you made me do
because
it.
you've just avoided the question
No,
till now.
I said it the first time and you didn't make me do that.
Well, it wasn't to any of these guys, so I didn't care.
No, I did. I had to tell them.
No, the monk told him. Doesn't matter. That was months ago.
Deception? 15.
If you guys want to make an insight check, it's like, yeah, she seems uncomfortable, but she seemed uncomfortable about the topic every single time.
I'm really bad at insight, so I'll do it.
16.
I'm not. Actually pretty good at insight. 18.
You both are like, huh.
So, I told the rest of the group this, but
Wallace buys it. And so does Deirdre. That was a natural 1 and a 3.
That's nice. And he barely gave.
He's like, wait a minute.
when I was scrying on her, or trying to at least.
Wait,
the
that
signal,
sounds like an invasion of privacy there.
That's true.
It's not. Why aren't you not on my side?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Did you get written consent?
She's with her
from
parents,
Emily
and
that it was
you're
okay to
No,
look
but
at
I'm
her when
watching-
you didn't know you
watching
were
you with magic.
I'm
I
worried.
don't
She
know about
always
this.
talks bad about her parents, and one day her parents mysteriously show up. We don't see them at all, and you were the last person to see her, right? They took her from your room.
You know, it is interesting that they swept her up in the middle of the night instead of just, walking up and being like, hey, daughter.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And the signal got
Well, they're
bounced back.
famous, aren't they? If they just showed up in the daytime, they might have been asked for autographs.
We
Well,
were a
we were-
monastery.
And I hate when people ask me for autographs, so.
We were the monster. Who would have done that?
Wallace has a point.
It is a monastery, though, I mean...
Okay.
They don't have a lot of excitement.
Look, if you say that her parents popped up and did it, I trust you.
What were
I
you
trust
saying
my
about the
friend.
scrying there?
Remember, I was talking about how I tried to see her, but I was blocked. The signal got bounced back.
Well, that is... I mean,
It's strange. I mean, it's not
It's very
unheard
strange.
of. I mean,
I
I'm
don't
sure
really
there's
know how magic works, so I really can't answer this question for you.
But I'm sure there's somebody magical with her parents who did
Right,
something.
I mean, like we said, her parents trying to keep a low profile.
Right.
They're-
I'm sure it
Okay.
has something to do with that. I'm just a little worried. It's been a while now. How many days has it been? It's been over a week.
It's been over a week.
It's been over a week since we've heard from her, and that's a little strange coming from Millie. I don't know.
Is it? He's quiet.
I guess
Also, we've
kinda.
never been apart from her, so we don't really know what her long-term communication
Well,
plans
actually,
are.
I knew her before I joined this group, and
Oh.
Were you pen pals?
no, but I don't like to write letters. She does. She does love to write letters, actually. She writes a lot of letters, but I don't really write.
Didn't
so we
she
won't
send
pen
a
pals.
letter?
Yeah, she did. She sent a couple.
But I don't know if we know that.
You may or may not. Oliver does.
Oliver does.
About what?
She sent a letter.
Also, I'm just gonna say
Oh,
we've been
yeah.
on a floating island.
That's also true.
They don't have a postal system.
Right,
That's
where
also
are we?
accurate.
Like, could she contact us if she wanted to?
No. And you see Nero sort of duck around the corner, say, hello. Technically, this entire place is shrouded by strong preventative magics. You can't
That's
scry.
probably why.
It's probably.
You can't scry into here.
Can you scry out?
Why would you?
I'm just curious.
I don't know. I've never tried. I could ask if you want me to. Nice to see you, by the way. I'm glad to
Yes,
see you.
hello.
You're going free.
It's been a while.
You heard about Brandon?
Yeah, I did. That's unfortunate.
A little bit.
I was never friends with the guy, but Ava seemed to like him a lot. So.
Oh right, sorry, I confused your relationships.
Well, I work for him, so. No, you can't teleport into here unless you are teleporting using the Sortilegium's magic itself, which is how myself and the other gatherers are able to teleport here. Only when given particular permission, though. And you can't teleport out unless you use a particular atom. So, in case somebody gets in here, they can't just magically escape when surrounded by the Sortilegium.
So that probably explains it.
I mean,
probably.
it sounds like someone.
Sure.
I mean, I could put a word in with the big folks upstairs. I could maybe go out on a hunt.
Sure. Why not?
Unless they have something more pressing for me. And honestly, given the news, they might. But
Right.
That might be. You would go on a hunt.
From Millie. I mean, I figure she's just with her parents. People need to go contact the Citadel anyway. They're pretty busy with an all-out vampire war at the moment, but they should know about what's going on as well.
I mean, if you wouldn't mind.
I keep forgetting about the.
It's not up to me. Ultimately, it's not up to me. I mean, I have to put a word in with the bosses, and whether or not I get assigned to that or somebody else gets assigned to that. But
you do your
You all right over there?
Yes.
what's up, Kira?
You seem
Hi.
anxious.
You
I'm
good?
sorry, I just heard all of you guys tell me about how I'm a bad person, so I'm a little stressed.
We didn't
Well-
say you were a bad person. We just talked about how you could be better.
And also, they talked about how everybody could be better, so it's just you.
I know, but I took it really personally.
You know that's on character.
That's another.
Hey, well, at least you only had one problem. Apparently, everybody had different things from a. Can't do that fucking accent.
We did. All have different things.
Well,
Well, what do you guys plan on doing next?
I guess
get those
kinda trying to figure out.
doppelgangers.
I mean, if we're not.
Do you have
gonna go
any leads? If not, I mean, I'm sure you could talk to Averth. His trial is going on right now. As soon as it's over, you could talk to Averth or Diego or maybe even Zyra. Her trial was earlier. She's innocent.
I wouldn't really even know where to begin with this whole doppelganger thing. So.
Well,
Or with the memories.
the doppelgangers who pretended to be us
Yes.
were in Battle Nest.
Well, at one point.
Last we know
That's what we
of.
saw.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty cold trail.
Yeah.
Not very many people could follow that. Well,
It's been
with
a
the
long
exception
time.
of. No, I don't know if you'd want to deal with them.
Who?
Fellowship of the Earth and Grasp. You definitely recognize that name. You might. You probably do.
What is it?
They're a pretty prominent mercenary guild. They're based in the
They're a
Zymor.
bunch of dude bros, aren't they?
They're based in the Zymor Empire, and they're a mercenary guild that are often contacted when something or someone needs to be found. They do other stuff.
Bounty hunters.
That they started off as like basically just seekers, but now they have message boards basically posted in a lot of cities in Zymor as well as a couple other countries, where people can get jobs or even become part of the fellowship for a wide variety of paid work, but their specialty still remains finding.
Finders?
Yeah, they're finders.
Are they particularly good at it?
Yes, they are.
Ah!
I don't love the Fellowship very much. Me and a couple of their members don't get on too well, but you probably don't have to talk to many of them, but they're pretty good at finding things. So if you're looking for the doppelgangers, they may be the only people who could help you out with that.
That might be a lead.
That's one lead. That's a lead, but I mean, I don't put much stock in the Fellowship. They do what they do for money. Not all of them. It's a huge organization, but they were founded doing whatever they're asked to do for money. So.
Where are they based again?
The city of Sithis in the Zymor Empire.
It's a bit
How
of a
far away
journey.
is that?
Well, you don't really know where you
Where
are
are
right
we?
now. Can't really tell you that, mostly because I don't know myself, but we're floating somewhere. Wherever you do intend to go, I'm sure you could work something out with Brando where he takes you there.
Right.
And you'll get to experience leaving this island for the first time. Whew.
Do you just jump off?
Yep.
You jump off the edge.
Yes, you do.
I can't do that.
Don't worry, you get some assistance, but the only way out is through a particular item, which none of y'all have, or going the way of the bird.
Interesting.
Don't worry, it's less scary than it seems.
Wait, this island is like. No, Tapper can't ask this. This island's like an actual island.
Yep.
Oh.
And it's just floating dumb high up. Like you can't really. You assume because you haven't floated over some cities and nobody seems to like notice you. You assume there's some sort of magic concealing it, but it is just a floating island, floating very, very high up. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
We should ask where we are.
I think we should probably figure out where we are, and then...
I don't think location is an issue. This thing can go fast.
Okay, we should ask if they can drop us off.
We should
imagine they
probably pick a location before we just...
Well,
Yeah, I mean, what are you trying to do? If you're going after the doppelgangers?
I guess so.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
that feels
If
like
we're
the
going
most
after the doppelgangers.
tangible.
Alright. I mean, what else are you missing here?
Well,
Our
Millie
memories.
memories,
and
Millie.
your friend, Brandon, yeah?
and our friend
Yeah,
Rand.
but he's with one of the people who
It would
was about the doppelganger stuff.
Yeah, Cerebrosus.
So,
I would
think-
advise not going after Cerebrosus. That could be dangerous. I'd leave that to the Sword of Legion.
Yeah.
So perhaps we go after the doppelgangers, like we said.
I mean, that seems like
Live
it.
up to our word, just in case.
My only suggestion would be go to the Earth and Grass, but I'm sure if you ask other people, they might have other ideas.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I know Zyra's out and about. If you want to find her, most of the other inhabitants on this island are up in Averth's trial at the moment. I can't imagine anything bad's gonna happen to him. He's an upstanding guy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything to kill the time on this damn island.
Could go hang out with Ryland.
I don't much like vampires.
I don't know. Ryland's a good guy.
He's not really a vampire so much as a pal.
Well, I mean, he's a vampire.
Yeah, no, he's a vampire.
He's definitely a vampire.
In fact, a vampire lord. So.
Oh.
I've watched him drink blood.
Literally.
But like,
I mean, me too, but like he's like a cool guy.
For now.
Oh yeah.
Till he gets his memories back, then who knows?
Yeah, so that's why we shouldn't go after the memories, because then everyone will get them back, and we like Ryland as just.
Don't you want your memories back?
Doppelgangers
Like
it is.
2 days. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, here's the thing. The memories are gonna get found, whether you do it or not. The Sword of Lydian's on the case, because a couple of its members have been
What if we're
attacked.
missing more memories than we think?
I don't know.
That's also a possibility.
All I know is that I forget like stuff all the time, so it doesn't feel that weird.
Or what if we're constantly having our memories stolen?
What if that's just the process of forgetting?
We don't know.
Okay,
Alright.
We shouldn't philosophize.
I think we're gonna go find these doppelgangers and try and put a stop to
I
this.
think doppelgangers is the way to go.
I would like to do that as well. So, Zyra?
Yeah,
Should
I
we
mean,
have a lead to these people? To the mercenary guild?
All right. Well, I assume she's in the library. She spends a lot of time there. And Wallace
Which
says,
library?
I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna stay down here.
Okay.
I don't want to read anymore today.
We can go, and then...
Which
Yeah.
library?
Oh
Yes,
crap.
Twelve
Ring the bell.
libraries.
Ring the bell.
Oh,
Hello!
I never get used to that.
Where would you like to go today? You free individuals.
Do you know where Zyra is?
Yes, she's in Library F.
Please bring us
Please take
there.
This way.
Thank you.
And Wallace is gonna stay down, and Deirdre's also gonna stay.
Because you don't want to.
I don't want to be
voices.
that. Now Deirdre will come with you.
You're just gonna be really, really quiet.
Yeah. She's a little shaken. Like, honestly, she didn't do good in court. Like, she's nervous, I feel like. They told her she almost went to jail, so. So, it takes you up, you go up the elevator.
One of us
you
went
get
to jail.
so
The
funny.
rest of us have to break him out.
That's criminal.
Imagine if it
So
was her who went to jail. Don't take me. It's illegal.
So you make your way over to Library F. This one is significantly smaller than the library you've visited previously, and it seems to be devoted to sort of history and lore. And you see Zyra sitting amongst like 3 or 4 stacks of books, furiously flipping through stuff and writing things down on a piece of paper.
Hey, Dad.
Well, how'd it go? You're going to prison for crimes you didn't commit?
no, we're here, so we're
For
not
crimes that
going
we
to
didn't
prison.
commit.
Yeah, we did commit crimes.
Well, we've all committed crimes.
Well, see.
If the princess
come
did
on.
it, anyone can.
Please don't call me the princess.
If Zyra did it, anyone can.
Why? Well, good.
Okay.
So you've had a run-in with a doppelganger, as we hear.
I have not.
A doppelganger pretended to be you.
Yes, and stabbed my brother.
Well, do you know what? Did they catch you?
I don't think so. I haven't been told anything. I was told that I was to be put under trial for crimes that I had nothing to do with.
Do you know where we can find the Fellowship of the
Earthen Grasp?
Yes, just go to Zymor. They're all over the place there.
Just anywhere we can just.
Why do you want to find the Fellowship?
Well, because we're looking for these doppelgangers.
Why would you look for the doppelgangers?
Because we want to kill them. Because we're mad.
I'm very mad they pretended to be me.
Also, it's just a principle.
Why would you go for the symptoms of a disease when you can take out the nucleus itself?
Well, what is that?
Yeah, what?
Cerebrosus!
Oh, we were told not to do that.
By the sortilegium and all their wisdom,
so we
put you on trial for things you did not do? Couldn't tell you apart from a simple doppelganger?
You know, that's actually a really good point.
The sortilegium has, there's a few good eggs, but a lot of them are really rude. Stop that!
Hey, I'm just gonna say, I feel like they can hear us.
Well, if they can hear them, who cares? Have Heronius stick a sword up their ass. I don't care. They've put us on trial for no reason. You didn't even get to testify.
That's true. You could have gone to jail without a trial.
That's really a good point.
That was a gross misconduct of justice.
I mean, I suppose you shouldn't blame them for that, but blame the king of your country for that.
Hey, hang on.
Chileone's always been a little behind the times on how the law works, but I won't say that the sortilegium isn't effective. They are. But anyone who chooses to have my father on as part of their board for absolutely no reason other than he's the empire of his own empire, self-proclaimed, doesn't deserve nearly the respect that these fools get. I'm going after Cerebrosus.
How?
Well, there's several different ways I could go. I've thought of 3. The first is I go to the Chimian archives to look up things. You have always wanted to go to the Chimian archives. It's this island in the Granite Sea, which is between Salos and Renarcia. So between the 2 bridges, there's this small island. And you go on the island, you go down, and there's like a city of books, basically.
Yes, I've heard of this. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
It's so.
Have you ever been?
I've not. Have you?
It's life-changing.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
And they have information on any and everything. This individual took the name Cerebrosus for a reason. I want to look up as much as I can of the folklore and history of this figure. I don't know much about whatever it is, but that would be a place to go. The second is I can go to the Madman's Mentz, which is where the legend of Cerebrosus took place. Now, I don't know what the legend is, but perhaps if we go to the place, that could have something to do with it.
Do we know what the legend is?
No, it's
like a name that's been lost. Or
it's not. It's just like sort of a small time fairy tale.
Okay.
I didn't know what the Jersey Devil was until I came here.
Right.
You know.
What is
It's it's a New Jersey
It's an evil
cryptid.
creature that runs around in the woods in New Jersey and eats babies.
It's
Polly D.
It's a weird regional folklore thing. Like some of you hadn't ever heard.
It's like the Frogman.
Sure.
It's like Mothman, Frog.
Yeah, but everybody knows Mothman.
Yeah, everybody knows Mothman.
Like Bluebeard, like that fairy tale.
Sure, probably.
Yeah.
The point is that we don't know.
Exactly.
these.
Yeah. So like you've probably, because you've studied a lot, you've probably heard you've seen reference to Cerebrosus, but you're like, whatever, I don't care. The rest of you probably haven't even heard of it.
I don't read books.
Yeah. And my last option is to go, and this one's risky, but
Frisky or risky?
risky. Based off the information that was given by you, Averth, and the leader of that monastery, there's a lot of energy from the far realm afoot, and no one knows the far realm better than the Chaos Initiate.
What is that?
Not familiar with the Chaos
Neither of you would know.
Initiate.
You would know. They're a cult.
Oh, what kind of a cult?
A cult?
They're
A cult,
They're
eh?
a cult that worship the dark god of insanity, Thariz Dune.
Okay, what
But they do so
No.
pretty harmlessly. They're in the Zymor Empire, but they don't do anything dangerous, so they're more or less left alone. They're kept under close guard by the guards of the Empire, but they haven't really. They're just a bunch of crazy people who worship like an imprisoned dark god, basically. So I intend to go to the city of Western Peak, which strikes you because that's where the Zethus Arcanum is, which is just like the greatest wizard school of all time.
They were our rivals in lacrosse.
They're more than your rivals.
In lacrosse, not magic,
Not
just
magic.
lacrosse.
They're like,
Lacrosse.
yeah, they're like the top of the top.
Like-
They're the
like a
only Ivy
Princeton,
League school. Yeah.
I went to like a
You went to a nice liberal arts magic college. They might know about whatever's going on because they worship madness and the power of the far realm. I mean, it's a little risky because they're crazy, but I can take care of myself. Those are my 3 options. I unfortunately wasn't there when you fought... How was it when you fought Cerebrosus? What happened?
She didn't really fight us. She sort of stabbed herself in the arm and then disappeared.
Just disappeared? She teleported?
Well, she ate herself.
It like absorbed in, and every time I made contact, it just sort of like moved around. Just kind of went around it, and then I like came back. And
she also possessed the ability to transfer this power. She stabbed our friend, and he did the same.
Oh, 2 voices also.
Actually.
Wait. She stabbed herself and was there a particular artifact that she stabbed them with?
A knife.
It was a knife, yeah.
Yeah.
That gives me a 4th idea.
Oh, I'll take my notebook out.
Now, I don't know much about weaponry myself, being a practitioner of the arcane, but people who do know about weaponry that does strange and ancient forgotten things, are the cryptals. Do you know of the cryptals?
Yes.
We do.
Well, we could potentially head to their fortress of Irdael in the northeast of Nildor and talk to them about these weapons. If anyone's to know about it, well, it could really be anyone who knows about these weapons, but they have the best archives and memory of strange reliquaries of weapons and magic that don't exist anymore.
Are they friendly to outsiders?
No, but I hold a bit of sway.
Oh, we had a friend who was a cryptal, didn't we?
You had a friend who was a cripple?
What was it?
Yeah.
We had dinner with her.
G.
She was...
G and the other one.
Well, didn't he die?
Neither of them died.
Oh, we don't remember that.
G and
Neither of them died. You do remember that.
We ran into a dead
Steven.
cryptal in the memories that we don't have anymore.
You ran into 2 dead cryptos.
Steven.
Well,
K and G.
K and G.
fashion superstar.
Steven?
Steven.
But it surprises me that you're friends with cryptals.
Well,
Most people don't like cryptals. Most cryptals don't like people.
We were friendly. She was
We went to
just
dinner
kind of
theater
polite.
together.
Well, that could honestly help. Now, I haven't decided which one of these to go to. I'm going to do some more research, but I'm going after Cerebrosus whether you come or not.
I kind of like this idea.
I kind of have more confidence in it.
No,
Though I will say, we'll be flying in the face of the Sortilegium. They might not be too happy, but...
No.
We said we would go after the doppelgangers,
And we're going
the
after
only
this...
person who was around
Associated
with doppelgangers was Cerebrosus.
It's a good lead.
Right, it's the only
So-
lead we've got.
It's harmless.
That's true.
If she's
See,
in, then
right.
we're in.
If we got a guard of Caerleone on our side, then...
Well,
we're
no, hang
all
on.
in.
Can't go to jail in Caerleone.
Hang on.
Someone's in the party.
So
I have diplomatic immunity.
Oh.
For
here's-
most, if not all things.
here's my thought. One of your ideas was go to the place where the Cerebrosus thing happened.
The Madman's Manse. It's in Caerleone, technically, but sort of in a no man's land area.
Right, but then your other idea was go learn about what or who Cerebrosus is.
Yes.
Maybe we do that one first. Right,
I'm
go
not very
then.
Shimmy and
smart.
archives. Well, there's something for everyone there.
Yeah, he's the intelligent one.
Okay. I just...
I know how to read a book, but I can't talk to people.
I can read a book, but I just don't, I don't know.
I can think about concepts, but I can't remember dates and names and books and things. What is high wisdom, low int? How do you roleplay?
I think it's like
You're
your
like-
street
you're
smarts.
street
Yeah, you're
smart.
street
Okay.
Book smarts. I have book smarts. I have no street smarts.
I
Yeah.
can hit things with swords
You can do that.
You
sometimes.
do it well.
Sometimes.
You weren't able to hit me in our fight, though. It didn't happen, so I can just say whatever. Maybe it's true.
I dodge everything.
I dodged every
But
attack.
regardless, I'm going to get back to my research.
Well, when do you plan on leaving?
Well, when they let me leave.
That's true.
We still have to stay?
My biggest... right now, my plan my plan, to begin with, was to contact the Chaos Initiate as they're the closest to my home. But if I can get you on my side and we come up with a reasonable alibi, we could be dropped off really anywhere.
Archives?
We'll talk about it. I'll continue to do research. Maybe we'll narrow it down a little bit. Come to me when you've been allowed to leave.
Okay. Have fun reading.
Oh, I will. That's okay. I'd rather it be a little bit quiet than too loud.
Alright.
Cool. So yeah, where to?
I don't know. We should ask someone. If
Deirdre to say, okay, guys, listen. I'm a little bit worried about going after this big boss because we pretty much couldn't do anything last time we were there.
Well, right, but we also didn't get hurt, remember? Okay, I mean...
And Brandon's just not even here anymore.
Yeah, Brandon might be dead.
That took like 12 seconds to fully consume him.
Did take 12 seconds.
I'm worried as well. I don't know if it's in our best. I don't know if it's in her best interest to go by herself though.
Right, and here's the other thing, right?
Well, she seems like she can handle herself.
I just have a question.
Also, she's a princess, so she can get like an army or something.
This is just like my thought is, I don't know how magic works, so tell me if I'm wrong. But are the doppelgangers like really people, or are they just sort of like magic-y things, you know? Like,
well, I don't know.
They could be projections, they could be
There's a lot of things they could be.
They could be...
I don't know, we should...
yeah, because like, what if they like
We don't
aren't
necessarily
actually...
know if it's the. There is a creature, right, called a doppelganger.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily know if that's what this is.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering
Could
if like...
be.
I'm just wondering if like these like doppelgangers like even really exist. Like, I don't know if we could even find them, or if they just sort of like, boop, I'm a person, boop, and like leave. Like, I don't even know if they're like...
They might be hard to track, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, no, I remember when I first came to Renarcia, I was hearing stories, because I was over in the Nildor area for a little bit, and I was hearing stories. It was actually a city in Nildor, I don't remember what it's called, but a couple of years ago, they were having an issue with a doppelganger, and it was so hard to track that they just gave up. Like, I think some mercenaries got sent in, but they couldn't figure it out, and they just gave up. So, like, it could be hard to track them.
Yeah.
As far as I know, there's still a doppelganger, like, running around in Nildor. Or at least in that one city. Peek behind the screen. You guys didn't do the thing I was planning, so I wrote, like, 13 plot threads, and you guys get to pick which one to do.
That's what I was told earlier.
And there's more, too. You can talk to more people.
Let's go talk to the vampire. Let's see what his plot thread is.
Sure.
Why?
Right.
I don't know. I just want to
I'm
weigh
just-
my options.
I just want to get off this island.
Yeah, I'm
Jump,
getting a little
jump,
antsy.
Jump.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I love her!
Listen, I can.
I'll just
you know,
hold him over the edge, and he can just look down and see how far it is.
Actually, you probably could. You can also just look over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could lean out.
I can protect myself from a fall, but I don't know about this fall.
Probably not.
So, look.
While this is happening, you're being led back outside.
Perhaps, if call me crazy, but if we went to go search for Millie, maybe her parents could help us in this endeavor.
That's also another plan. Like, we could go... I mean, it is a vampire war, which sounds a little scary, but it also sounds a little cool.
Sounds kind of fun.
Well, what if we just go up to the vampire war and we're like, no, we're with your boy.
You're saying we break him out?
We break him out.
No.
Guys.
We tell them.
Wait.
Kira just points at Kira.
Wait. You want to break him, the vampire, out of the super vampire, anti-vampire prison.
No.
Bring him to the vampires to show that we're on their side.
No. We're not on the vampire side. We just tell
Bite
him.
me,
We just
please.
tell him like, yeah, we're with your boy Ryan.
Ryan?
Rylan.
Ryan Sangley.
Ryan Sangley.
I honestly don't know if that's the best idea.
Okay, no.
No, we could go talk to him.
Hunting
So he wants to-
doppelgangers means hunting Cerebrosus. Right?
Wait, hunting doppelgangers. So
Right.
No, hunting doppelgangers doesn't mean hunting Cerebrosus.
No,
Those
but
are
like-
two different things.
Right,
I would
but
love
Cer-
to hunt a doppelganger. I don't want to hunt Cerebrosus.
Right, but Cerebrosus is the only lead we have on the doppelgangers.
not necessarily. We could go talk to
The Fellowship.
The Fellowship.
We could go talk to the
That's what I think we should do.
I agree with you, mainly because I don't know what to do.
But
Well, also, I mean, here's an idea. We could go to that place in Nildor, and like, if they have a doppelganger there, we could go talk to the doppelganger.
How
Is
are we
it
supposed to know who's a
doppelganger
doppelganger?
society?
Yes, how are,
Maybe. I don't know. I just heard about it.
I'm stressed out because if I go to a city where I haven't met anyone, how am I supposed to know if they're a doppelganger of someone else I haven't met?
Well, I mean, also, like, we'd be doing a good thing. And I've been trying to be really good ever since we got my unicorn. Oh, we have to go back to Battle Nest.
Oh, yeah, we have a bunch of... Yeah. Alright, so Battle Nest is where we're going.
Well, we should think of a plan for where to go next. But we have to go back to Battle Nest, because my unicorn is there. And so are the other ones.
I think we
My
should seek
stag
out,
that doesn't like me.
I think we should seek out the Fellowship.
Just like you guys don't like me.
I mean...
I'm worried that we have to be in good standing with these guys.
Are we
in case
using the
they-
Fellowship to hunt the doppelgangers or to
Yes.
hunt
My
Millie?
idea. Oh, both.
Well, also, if they're good at finding things, remember that box that we got?
Oh, shit.
It went lost. It went missing. They could probably find that too.
What's easier to find, a person or a box?
A box.
I don't know.
People are unpredictable.
Yeah, but boxes are just sort of nondescript. Like it was a box.
It was it was like a chest.
Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot.
I don't know.
Well, we have to think about something because the more time we spend, the more problems grow.
Speaking of which, about this time you see people, like, the doors open, and you see Averith and Diego walk out together.
In chains?
Nope.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Well, Diego sort of floats, but Averith is walking. And Averith goes, "Oh, it's so good to see you.
How'd it go?
I'm free. I am to remain here until this situation is taken care of, because I'd be more use here than in prison, and they determined that I am myself."
That's good. We actually have a question for you, and you too, Diego.
Yes.
Where do we start?
What do you mean?
Well,
If we're going after doppelgangers, you know, we don't have any leads.
You're going after the doppelgangers then, and not your memories?
Yeah.
see the
Well, we don't know where to start with either.
Well, okay. Well, I have an idea about the memories.
Mm-hmm.
It actually kind of pertains to our organization as well. I mean,
We're
one
taking
thing you could do is you could go to the Chimian Archive. I don't know if you've heard of this.
Okay, we've
I
heard
have,
twice.
yeah.
Okay, this is two
I really want to
recommendations.
go.
Okay.
It's just books.
Just books.
Books are fun.
Books are fun.
They're really interesting.
They're very fun.
Hey,
and you see,
listen,
he's
you
doing a
and
sort
me-
of little, like, you can tell when he's excited or when he's reading, he sort of wags his butt a little bit as though he had to tell, like, he's got his little excited wag going on.
Listen, you and me can just do something
Look, we can
else.
probably find books about
All
fighting.
right.
You can improve your fighting.
Yes, no, they have all sorts of it's a veritable city of books. So there's all sorts of things there. But that's not my only idea. If you've heard of that, that's great. My other idea, and this is a little bit dicey, but it might be exciting. I know
Does
that you
everyone
like
have
excitement.
one safe suggestion and one dangerous
And one dangerous
suggestion?
one. Everyone has
Oh, we got a Wallace.
two. Oh.
Come on in.
Careful.
It's Wallace. Little Wallace.
Young Wallace.
Little
Young
Wallace.
Wallace. What's our spin-off?
Young
Young
Wallace.
Wallace.
Young Wallace.
That's one idea. The other idea. Welcome. There's a chair there for you. The other idea, and this is it's not necessarily dangerous, but it's definitely more exciting. And I know you like excitement. Is you could go to Kovdek. That is the kingdom of drow that live underneath all of Narcia. Because about 23 years ago,
Super friendly.
about 23 years ago,
I dated a drow once.
Okay.
Didn't end well.
It never does with those people.
stop it.
Oh, you're being racist.
Listen, the drow.
Oliver is
This is
racist
a hate crime.
sailors.
Hate crime.
Listen, the elves
It's
and the
in a
drow go way back, and it's not good, any of it.
This is true, but regardless,
Is
I
that
have
not true?
It
Oh,
is
yeah.
true.
I just
But-
speculated it.
23 years ago, when the card carrier of the Temperance card, the late card carrier, Master Tempest, was killed in Kovdak by a bard known as the Songbird. Luckily, the Songbird was taken to, and this is a famous event in history. Luckily, the Songbird was destroyed, killed by a group of adventurers. But the interesting thing about this murder is that in order to gain power to kill Master Temperance, he not only mind-controlled 3 of his apprentices, but also gathered memories from people both in Kovdak and outside to power himself into a much greater being that was, in the end, able to kill Master Temperance.
So what do you suggest?
Well, you could go to the grave of the Songbird.
Gathering.
I don't know if
memories.
it's the same. He didn't steal memories, but it did have something to do with memories. So
Interesting.
I don't know many details. I was I was away in Relfheim at the time when it happened. I was also quite young.
Sorry, I zoned out for a little.
How long
What's going on?
Perhaps Wallace could make the final
Wallace,
decision.
we're trying to figure out where
What
to
we ought to
go.
do.
Here are all of our options.
And I have one final option.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What do you...
This isn't about.
Diego over here.
This is not about memories, but rather the doppelgangers.
No?
I have a feeling they're not the creature doppelganger, but instead some sort of magical entity created based off of the memories that have been stolen.
You think they're linked?
I do. I think it is too convenient for them not to be.
I mean, yeah, our memories
that
were
makes
stolen,
sense.
and then, doppelgangers of us, and
Averth?
Averth,
Yes.
who I'm staring at as I say this, Averth's
Someone
memories were
adjusts his
stolen,
glasses.
and also, doppelganger of him showed up somewhere, you said.
Yes, it seems only the people whose memories have been taken.
Have Zyra's memories also been stolen? Because
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Alright, yeah, that's a connection.
This is. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
I suspect
I
that
don't
in
know
some
if I get
way the stolen memories are linked to Cerebrosus, which are also linked to the doppelgangers. I feel this is one large plot made to seem like separate things, but in fact is the workings of either a genius or a madman.
Woman.
Wow.
Yes,
I'm just being inclusive.
you're correct. I'm sorry. My suggestion when it comes to magical clones is someone I once worked closely with, but in recent years has become somewhat of a hermit. The individual who created the spell clone, Ebramar Centalius.
EBREMAR.
White people names, am I right?
EBR.
EMAR.
EMAR.
Centalius. SIN.
SIN.
TAL.
TAL.
IOUS.
IOUS.
I don't know exactly where he lives, but it is somewhere in the Hespen Mountains, which is very close to Hira, so area that you might be familiar with. There is a chance that these are just doppelgangers that have been employed by Cerebrosus, but I have a feeling it might be something more, and he knows more than anyone about creating artificial living creatures, so might be a good idea. And the final thing is the Konungar Meta. You could just attend. I'm sure things will be discussed there.
That's not for a while, is it?
It's in 2 days, actually.
I have to go. I actually.
You do not have to go, actually. According to the King of Caerleone, he would prefer that you didn't go, in fact, because you seem to be somehow tampered with in this situation. He would prefer that you outride, like the outrider knight that you are. But I'm sure you could go if you wanted to. He didn't seem set against it.
I was
Sounds like we shouldn't go.
That sounds like a
Yeah, it sounds.
The other of the Outrider Knights will be there as well, and they're bringing actually the captain of the guard from the capital city to be another representative in the stead of you.
Benny?
Sure.
Oh, but they said I shouldn't go, so I'm not gonna go.
Right, but when do we ever do what we're told? I mean,
I
I
hope
do it a lot.
I hope often.
Actually, aren't Millie's parents in attendance at this thing?
They are fighting vampires at the
You
moment.
don't think they'll come?
Well, if they can end the vampire war happening in
By tomorrow.
Mildor by tomorrow.
Speaking of which, I have a question for you. It's possible to scry off this island, right?
Yes. It's impossible to scry onto this island, but you can scry outwards.
Yes.
interesting.
Why?
And I tried to. I believe I told. I don't know if I told you. I tried to
I think we
scry
might have talked about it,
on
yeah.
our friend Millie one night ago. And it,
Well, regardless, we have pressing matters to attend to, Averth and I, so...
yes, yes.
Let us know where you intend to go, and the island can take you there.
Well, we do have horses in Battlnest.
And if it's Battlnest, then Battlnest it is. But some of these places that I've mentioned are quite a distance from Battlnest.
Right.
We could potentially arrange a way to deliver your horses to you.
That could be.
If they're that necessary, or you could perhaps get new horses.
They are very necessary.
I don't think Deirdre would be okay with that.
Yeah, Deirdre says, it's a unicorn!
Right, it's...
Oh, I did not know. Well, we'll be off, but let us know what you decide.
Wallace, we're basically trying to figure out what to do.
Here, do you want all the choices, Wallace?
Trying to figure out what the next arc should be.
Hey, Wallace. Wallace, ready? We could go to... Wallace, we could go to the Shimian Archives. They have lots of books there and we could learn things.
Boring.
What? No, it's...
We could ask the Fellowship of the Earth and Grasp to help us find something.
Things.
We could ask...
Either the doppelgangers or the box.
We could ask the Madmen's Manse. Or go there. That's where the legend of Cerebrosus began.
Let's go there.
We could go to the Chaos Initiative. It's a cult.
Oh no,
I'm gonna go to that one.
Let's go to that one.
They're not dangerous. We could go to the
peaceful
Cryptals.
cult.
They know things about fancy weapons. Maybe like the one that made you eat yourself. We could go to Cove Deck. It is a city of drows. Why? I don't really know.
The Grave of the Songbird.
Oh, right.
Another memory-related crime happened there. A famous one.
Or we could go visit Ebramar Centalius. He
Was not specified.
Centalius created Clone Spell and lives close to Hera.
Or, and I'm just throwing this out there, we could go to that city in Nildor and talk to a doppelganger.
Oh, right.
How do we know which one is the doppelganger then?
Well, we'd also be doing them a favor because we'd be figuring out which one's the doppelganger.
But we were just told that it's not the doppelganger creature, but it's actually something else.
No, he said it might be.
We don't know what it is.
This is so hard. I've never had to make 7 decisions before.
It's one decision
Could
with 7
we make
options.
it one more?
Go to the Konagarmeta can be your 8th option.
But I was told not to go.
You were told you don't need to go. I phrased that
Actually,
wrong.
that might be our way to do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Roll the dice.
Oh, I've got to die, canonically.
Yeah, that's true.
Except it would be this kind of die.
Our sponsor
Fuck
today.
it. Oh, your magic dice.
Okay, order them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
As an
Well, then I can cast
ordinary-
Augury too and decide to see which one of if the idea is a good one.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
it's useful
Okay.
when the DM
Are they
I'm
numbered?
casting it for myself to interpret.
Are they numbered?
Some-
Yes, they're numbered.
This is not an 8.
That's not a D8.
Well, there's 9 options right now.
Who
There's
put
9?
a 9th option?
Yes. Chimian Archives, Fellowship, Madmen's Manse, Chaos Initiative, Cryptals, Cove Deck, Ebramar Centalius, Nildor, Conan Garmeta.
Roll a d10, and if it's a 0, roll again.
Well, no, hang on. There were 2 different reasons to go to the Kimian Archives.
But it's still the Kimmy Archives.
Alright,
Or Battle-Nest. Battle-Nest could be the 10th. Just straight back to Battle-Nest.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm so mad you guys are leaving it up to this.
It's a 0.
We go to Battle.net! No, we go to Battle.net!
So
Roll
no
again.
decision was made.
Roll it
No,
again.
I'm rolling it again.
That's-
Fool.
That's the Cryptals to learn about weapons.
Let's go there.
You guys, I'm feeling uninspired by that. Can we roll it again?
Yeah, roll it
Whatever.
Just make a fucking choice and take a
2
choose.
is the Madman's Manse to learn about the legend of
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help.
Okay, great.
You guys should just decide
No.
which ones you don't want to do.
No, this is helping us figure out how we feel intuitively.
It is,
Well,
it
let's
is.
go again.
0.
No.
Again. 9.
9 is to go to the Fellowship of the Earth and Grasp
I'm
because
for
they're
that
good
one.
at finding.
I want that one.
Let's go
I mean,
there.
it's
Let's go
it's
there.
alright.
Okay, well, do we want to keep trying again?
Just put a check mark next to it.
Put a check mark.
I yelled
Go
at
again,
us,
go
okay.
again. 1. That's to go to the Kimian Archives.
I'm a big fan.
Check
I think
mark.
that's a good
Okay,
idea.
again.
Good idea.
Up.
Shouldn't you just put a check mark next to the ones you want to do? Cross out the ones you don't.
Number
so
3
you don't have to
is, number 3 is the cult.
I want to go
Oh,
there.
and the cult
Could
also
be
fun.
interesting.
Is there a reason why we wanted to go to the cult?
They know a lot about the far realms, and this is a far realm related incident.
Yeah.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Doppelgangers.
The cult.
Cerebrosus.
Cerebrosus.
Okay.
You know, I gotta say, we seem to be leaning more towards the doppelganger Cerebrosus direction than the memory direction.
Alright, so
We're gonna go.
Oh no. It's
But
somewhere
you guys, I am
Blake's
gonna
bed.
pitch it in. I really would.
you'd love to go to Konagar Meta because Benny's there. We know you. They said you can't go, so we're not going.
All right, so
Oh. Deirdre goes over and puts her arm around
Reaches
Kira's
up
shoulder.
to-
Yeah.
okay, so we're gonna see the doppelganger.
Okay,
That
okay.
was never rolled.
No.
Yes, that's what I've been saying this whole time. Let's go to Nildor to see a doppelganger.
Oh god.
No, we're
Neil.
not going to Nildor.
I'm
We
sorry,
don't
I'm
know.
nixing that one.
What?
What? No, hang on.
Alright, can we?
We've got to go somewhere. I've
Well,
somewhere
we
to
rolled.
go
We're gonna go to
anything,
Battle Nest first, and then we're gonna go.
No, they can get us the horses. Remember, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
We can either go read books or we can go meet people who can find things.
Okay.
Let's just do that. That
Meet
seems
people
the
who can
best.
find things.
Yeah.
Alright.
Meet people who can find things. Where?
Hey, Beth.
Yes?
We're going to meet. We're going to the Fellowship.
The what?
The Fellowship of the Earthen Fist.
The
Grass.
Fellowship of the Earth and Grass.
Earthen
Oh.
Grass.
See if they can.
Why?
See if they can hunt
They're
down
good at
the
finding
doppelgangers. Help us
things.
out.
Oh, actually, no, that sounds like a good idea. That
Wait,
works
wait,
for
wait,
me.
wait, they cost money. Do we have money?
They cost
I
money.
have some.
You're a mercenary guild.
I actually have a lot of money. Remember, I
Oh,
have this
it's
bag.
right, you got a lot of shit
But
of money.
you guys aren't getting any of it.
Okay.
No, I have money.
Okay, let's go.
I jump off the island.
Do you?
We're gods.
We're gods.
I have a question.
I have an
So
answer.
they are gonna send our
If you ask them to, yes.
unicorn stag,
Could
They
you
can do
arrange the horse thing, please?
Yes.
but also
I can
one
do
of them is
that.
a stag and one is a unicorn. So please don't just.
We'll
take
send
the horse.
Fela. She knows. She was the one who got you before. She'll know which ones.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good luck. They're a little.
They're horses.
And the
Them or-
stag.
Well,
and the
one of them's a
unicorn.
unicorn.
One of them might be a god.
What?
I don't know. That's just my running theory right now on the other. On the
It's a very
stag.
cold stag.
Yeah, it makes me
Interesting.
chilly.
I don't really have time for this right now. I'm sorry, but we'll get the island to where you need it to be, and we'll go. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hold on to something.
I'm gonna grab a patch of
Yeah.
grass.
No, really. Hold on to
I
something.
found a rock.
No, we switched.
Deirdre just goes and braces herself in the doorway. And he just starts to murmur a little
Sorry,
bit.
my one finger is greasy. I was eating string beans.
Ew!
Both in game and that.
Anyway, he grabs on to.
Wallace's
yeah.
favorite snack.
He starts incanting and waving his hand around, and you feel the
I'm
ground
holding a
beneath you sort of like
boulder.
begin to shake, and then just like rocket off, and you guys like actually have to hold on. It's crazy
Is there
how fast it is.
a picture?
Yeah, it's like a you see that Averith has turned himself to stone in order to not go anywhere, and Diego seems unaffected somehow, but he seems to be feeling it. And very quickly, it starts to slow down and it stops, and all of your hair is like blown back out of your face, and you hear a yell from inside the house. It's like, "Hey, what's a big idea? Can a guy make a house of cards in captivity?"
So did we just jump off the edge?
Not yet, but that is the way to go. First.
And he reaches into a satchel by his side and he pulls out 5 of these little charms.
These can be worn as necklaces, as
Anklets,
anywhere, as long as you have it on your person.
earrings,
Surely wearing a
belly button rings.
And it's like a paper charm.
Exactly.
It's a paper charm shaped like a bird.
I'm putting
Oh,
it
I
on
like
like a bird.
Can we fly now?
I have
You
You
necklace.
cannot fly. These are imbued with a
Interesting.
spell that was created through spelltomesis, which is sort of a useless art, but sometimes it comes in handy. Combining the spells Tensor's Floating Disc and Feather Fall. So what this does is this item allows each of you 2 times maximum before it dissolves to create a small platform of magical energy that will carry your body weight plus a little extra, and will float. And you can move it 20 feet in any direction, though when it's above the ground it will automatically float 10 feet down about every 6 seconds. It'll get you to the ground safely.
Like a day to get to the ground.
We're not as high as you thought, if you think we are.
And is this always effective regardless of like will it stop working once we're off the island, or could we, in theory, jump off like a waterfall or something and still have the
It
same
works
effect?
2 times.
So once off the island, and then
Once your feet touch the ground off of the platform, it dissipates. So.
all right.
Do you guys want to say goodbye to the vampire?
Nope.
Kind of. I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna make writing him a letter.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fold it into a paper airplane, and I'm gonna throw it toward.
Make a dex check.
It's gonna knock over his house of cards again.
Damn it, Peter! I was gonna say that. No, I can't.
Dex?
Yeah.
19.
And through the window.
And it says,
Whoa! What's this?
hey, we are going.
Bye!
Hello. It was very nice hanging out with you for the past few days. I hope you continue to have fun and fun experiences within your captivity. We are sorry about this, parentheses. We are going to go and try to fix this problem, and then hopefully we can come hang out with you again. Smiley face. I look forward to seeing you again. All the best. Kira of Bark. Of in parentheses.
Oh.
And
She's accepted it.
it's in parentheses.
Anyway.
Tapper, no last name. Oliver Dumont? Question mark.
Do you spell it right?
I have no idea.
Probably not.
Um,
You spell it with 2 O's.
I feel like there's a P in Dumont.
Deirdre Russo
And
and
you spell that R-U-S-O.
and Wallace. Parentheses. Definitely not his real name. But we're just gonna leave it on parentheses. P.S. You're pretty cool. Period. Exclamation point. Winky face with the tongue sticking out.
You draw an emoji. Cool. He gets it. He says,
Drawn emoji.
I can't come to the window right now because it's like daytime and everything. But like, thanks. Hope you guys have a fun time doing whatever you're doing.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. I guess we could have just spoken.
should have come in.
I like the letter though. I'll keep it. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. And he's off.
Oh,
I can't like cannonball off the side.
Create
So
the
where's
floating
the-
disc. And
Tapper does that. And Averth is waving you off. He's like, "Hey, goodbye. Good luck. Keep in touch, please.
I'm also gonna I'm gonna belly flop.
I'm a little scared of heights.
And Averth says, don't worry about it. Make the thing first and you'll be falling like a feather.
Ding. Step. I'm gonna hold on to the edge while I sit on it.
Okay, yes. It's stable.
I
You
wish
feel
I didn't
you feel very
know.
stable. You feel like, yeah, you have like quite a bit of distance around you. Like you could take a couple steps either direction.
Okay, I'm still gonna sit down.
And you start to float down. Do you guys activate your thing?
Like only when I have to.
You
Like,
you will hit the platform going terminal velocity if you don't activate it, I will say. Like, it's still a surface.
Yes.
Okay. And Wallace?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys are quite a bit lower down than the two of them are. Kira's up at the top. And you start to float down. And almost immediately, as you leave this island, you can't see it anymore. It's just gone.
we're just in the sky now for the next
Do you see
hour.
in the sky?
Couple of hours, yeah.
So, you guys seen the new Star Wars?
And also,
What?
very,
Yeah.
also very quickly, your shield starts to hum.
Just mine?
Just yours.
We don't have
Your
shields.
shield begins to just like hum a little bit. And like vibrate slightly.
Tapper? Is he a little below me?
He's a little bit below you.
Hey, is
What's
yours
up?
making a sound?
Not your shield. Not this. Your physical. Your
My
shield.
what?
Oh, I thought I was gonna die.
My what?
Nothing. Sorry. Ding, ding, ding.
And as you tap it, there's a bright flash of light and Alyssa.
What? What?
What?
What?
She was the shield the whole
She was never.
Defense!
Oh my god!
Comes in and drops everything. All right, so make some room for our rogue.
Why me?
What do you mean why you?
Why me?
I know exactly why you.
Oh, whoa, we're about to fight.
We can't. You're like 5 miles below me.
Ah.
Falling a lot faster.
How long are we falling for approximately?
It's hard to say. You don't super know how high up you are.
Can I like do some stuff in this time? Like, can I get some stuff done?
Totally.
That's backwards.
How big
Don't
is
laugh
this
at me,
disc
don't
that
laugh
I'm
at me.
sitting on?
7-ish feet.
7 feet.
I know.
Excited?
Take a nap. Take a
I'd
nap.
like to pull
been
out
so
my new
long.
gift from
my God.
from Diego. Like,
Skeleton.
open him up,
Yeah.
and I want to like identify him.
Yeah.
Figure out like
I'll
what these
get it when
runes
we
are.
get
Are you
what's
gonna?
going on.
Are you gonna ritually cast identify? So like a minute
What?
or 10 minutes or whatever.
11 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure.
So you start doing
Yeah.
that. So, but with a flash appearing as though out of your shield is a whole ass person. And she just sort of lands on the edge, and you land on the edge of a platform, and you look, and there's just nothing below you. And Kira is also on this tiny, like, glowing platform made of light.
No, there's not nothing below there.
There's lots of
There's
air.
us.
And you do see the rest. You don't have time to see them necessarily. And
What's
it's Millie.
happening? Who are you?
It's
Because this is only meant to carry one person's weight.
as through your rage, you do notice she looks a little bit different.
It's actually Millie?
It's Millie.
Oh, I thought it was...
No, but it's Millie.
Fucking doppelganger.
It's Millie. There is a huge scar running like mostly down her face.
Awesome.
Badass.
And her eye is... What color are your eyes? Normal?
Our
I
eyes are
don't know if you've ever decided.
brown.
It's blue.
Hello, how was your vacation?
Great. I had a great time with the parents.
Is that Millie?
She also looks tired and sweaty and like she hasn't showered in a really long time.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. You hear this commotion.
Is that Millie?
No!
Hi, Tapper.
Hey, Millie, where you been?
With my parents.
Oh. Interesting.
The thing is, you're kind of catching up to Tapper because it's a little heavy.
Maybe.
Though you do see that the two of them are also floating on these things. They're just way lower for some reason.
What's happening?
And
We're falling
there's
at
like
a
a
controlled
weird-
rate.
there's a weird skeleton on his, like this strange skeleton thing. None of you have actually ever seen this before. This skeleton with like sort of metal grafted to it and like runes all over it.
Did you do that?
Can I hear this?
Yeah, sure.
Did you do that?
Huh?
Did you do that?
It's just sort of totally fine with her appearing out of nowhere.
Wait, I'm not.
Wait, is that Millie?
Right, where were you? How'd you get back?
Can I ask what we're doing before we two catching
we're going
up?
to the ground.
We're bowling right now. Why?
We were in the sky.
With
now
the
we're trying to
accent
get to the ground.
sortilegium.
Right, don't worry. It's safe.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
why were
about
you
it
in
when we
my
get-
sword, though?
Shield.
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 Where were you though?
Someone else is in your sword. That's a joke.
That's a
I
good
got
joke.
really excited.
Ting, 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 ting. Does someone jump out of my sword?
No. It's still a scary bone sword, though.
Yeah, it is. Bone sword, bone sword, bone sword, bone sword. Why were you in my shield?
I don't
Were you
know.
there the whole time?
No.
Are you sure? Do you just not remember? Have your memories gone?
No, I know what happened. I distinctly remember my parents coming to our room and taking me.
You're about eye level with Tapper at this point, so he's just watching you stare at each other.
Can I move the thing around?
Yeah, can I get up
Yeah,
there?
you can take the 20 feet, so you'll go up 10 feet every round if you try to push
You know
it.
what, I'm gonna identify this later. We'll do.
While they float down, you're sort of like...
Hey Millie.
Hey. Oh, I didn't want to move to them. I just wanted to zoom around.
Yeah, you can go 20 feet in any direction.
So like, it's all good. You saw your parents for a little bit, and now you're back.
in a nutshell.
Wait, so you actually with your parents?
Except she's got a spooky eye now.
Wait, how did you? What's up?
It's a long story. My parents, they were like, hey, let's... Hey, Wallace. They're basically like, hey, you're home, let's family bonding, fight some stuff, and then...
What stuff did you fight?
Vampires?
Oh, you fought the vampires?
They're fighting vampires, right?
Yeah.
Can I make an inside check
Yes,
on
you
that?
can.
Kira mouthed it to me.
Roll though. Advantage.
17.
This is the stuff you're supposed to be good at.
Yeah, I rolled
That
3 and a
was not
4, but
great.
I'm double proficient.
Will it be enough?
Will it be enough?
19.
Damn it! Damn it!
With a 4?
With a 4,
What
because
the
I'm
hell?
double proficient,
Jesus
and our
Christ.
proficiency bonus went up.
Jesus.
That's true, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
No?
Yeah, we were with the Souls of
Yeah.
Magic.
So 8 plus 4 plus charisma.
Plus 3.
Is our math guy
Oh, wait,
wrong?
no, that's
4 plus
15.
3 is
It's
15.
15.
Oh, you're lying.
About your dice!
That's 15. No, you're right.
Where was you?
Why am I the math guy?
With my
You're going
parents.
off Vader picture.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
God.
You know, something's going on here because I don't believe you, and I definitely don't believe you. And I don't know what it is, but I'm happy you're back, and we can forget about it, and we can move on.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. Colt, what the hell happened to your eye? Where were you?
Are we on the ground yet?
No.
We're gonna be falling for like hours.
Or you
And
would
I
be.
will be zooming around for hours.
Except as this question is happening, you hear
What the hell?
what sounds like thunder. But it's a clear day out.
None of the choices matter.
Sorry, I had string beans before.
Make perception checks if you want.
I'm like pretty confident
Wow.
that was my fart, so I'm not gonna make
You
perception.
need a new dice. Die. You need a new dice.
Wallace,
So
you
those
get
are
inspiration for playing character.
Nice.
That's like an actual.
24?
16.
12. Natty 1.
Oof. You're getting used to how your eyes work these days.
How my eye works.
The two of you see in the distance sort of like there's a weird shape up in the sky. And for you it's just sort of a shape, and for you it's like, is that a snake?
Oh no. Oh,
A sky
no.
snake?
A sky
Guys,
snake.
There's something
pretty
coming.
small.
Well, it's off in the distance.
There's
We got a situation going on.
Something coming.
You managed to see it, and it looks like a little sky. And you've heard of flying snakes before. They're just these little guys that fly around.
Right, is that a dragon?
But this thing keeps getting closer.
Oh no, no.
Can we fall faster?
And the closer it gets,
Yeah,
the
actually.
bigger it gets.
Can we fall a little faster?
You can fall 30 feet per 6 seconds.
Let's go.
We're dropping.
You begin to drop. Unfortunately, the thing seems to keep getting bigger.
Alright,
Okay.
Bigger.
I have
And
them ready,
bigger
folks.
until it's not really all that far away, and you can see that it is a giant sky serpent. And you can see that there's sort of electricity sort of sparking off of its scales. Its giant toothy maw coming in your direction. It's got these like tendrils coming off of its face. It has the face of sort of like a dragon, so but it's like spinning down in your direction
Oh my
and
god.
spiraling, and it looks hungry.
Oh no.
Everybody roll initiative.
No.
And I think she's beautiful.
It is quite majestic. Where's my boy? Where's my sheet? Where's the sheet?
Your boy is nowhere.
You're right. I don't have one.
Exactly.
My boy got consumed. My boy's Brandon. Peter.
Oh yeah, Brandon got eaten.
Millie.
13.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm sure they'll fill you in.
Himself.
we have a lot to talk about, but
We got an issue
Thing
right now.
stabbed him, and he's.
Does anybody have a dry
probably
erase
dead.
marker that isn't terrible?
He's probably dead. It's my bet.
Hey,
It was
Wallace.
also like a week and a half ago, so my
Three, you're
grieving period is
sweaty.
over. I know my palms got sweaty. I'm sorry. You went for the
16.
handhold. Don't be offended that it didn't work.
Oliver.
At 14,
I was trying to have explicit friendship.
Explicit verbal friendship.
I'm still writing the letter.
Friendship is sexy.
Cool. So
Thanks.
it did not get a surprise round because you did see it.
Yay.
But it is going at the top of the initiative order.
Great.
And it's gonna come into the closest of you, which is Deirdre, and take a huge bite attack.
Don't do that.
Rip Deirdre.
Don't do that.
And in one bite, Deirdre goes right inside that gullet. It's massive. This is like maybe one of the biggest. Like you guys fought giants. This would make a giant look small. This is technically a gargantuan-sized creature.
Oh.
I don't have smelling salts to make it bark.
Oh no.
And Deirdre just goes, God! None of its teeth, and it has quite a bit of teeth, make contact with Deirdre. She just goes straight inside.
She has magic.
And
She can teleport.
She can. And it spirals down, and it is now sort of like right over you guys. And it's going to take its second attack to take a tail sweep of all of you.
No,
So everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me at disadvantage, because you are on fucking the things you're on.
Oh, great. That was wonderful.
Oh, also, actually, everybody write down, how much HP is it? Your little guys, they have 50 HP each. Your platforms.
No.
Oh, no.
Wait, what did I just get?
It's okay, guys. I failed.
Oliver, what'd you get?
7.
7?
Wait,
Cool, that's a
what?
fail.
9.
Dexterity saving throw.
At disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yeah.
9.
7, 9, fail.
22.
Succeed.
14.
Succeed.
15.
Succeed.
Well,
I rolled 2 14s.
It was fun
always
living.
a pleasure.
Would you like
I'm
a
gonna start
die?
writing my new
Well,
character.
this one rolled a 19 and a 6.
He will have a southern accent this time.
So 18 points of damage to the two who failed.
Is that to us or to our platform?
You can split it how you want.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take it. I'm
And
gonna take
You're taking all of it?
And
Yeah.
9 points of damage to the 3 of you.
Evasion.
Evasion.
Oh yeah. If you evade, all of it will go to your platform.
All my
Take
my
it.
platform.
Okay. Just because.
How much is it?
9.
9.
And you can split it up between you and the platform. It's just you evade, but your platform can't evade.
I'll just take it.
It goes to the platform.
Cool. So it just does a big. So basically, comes in and with surprising agility, spins its entire body around and sweeps its whole body like through you guys. And the two of you get hit straight on and get moved sideways with it, and you guys only get sort of grazed. That will make it.
Wait, we're on the same platform.
Oh, that's true.
So how does that work?
So you get hit, knocked off the platform.
I make another one.
On your turn. You're not falling right now. You're still being dragged along by like the force of this situation.
Oh, wait, being dragged along as in the tail caught me and I'm holding on.
You're
to
not
it?
holding on, but it's going so fast that it's pushing you.
Could I?
It's your turn, so if you want to try to grab on, you're more than
Can
welcome.
I?
Is this a grapple check in
Yeah.
there?
Make an athletics check for me.
I'm not bad. 19.
19. You grab on.
Is
That's
that
a bonus
my
action.
Bonus? You guys, I finally did something on my bonus.
I know you were just complaining about it.
That's really only 2 dexterous ones.
How hard is it gonna be for me to hold on to this and stab it?
I would give you disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Okay.
If you're using your sword. If you have a smaller weapon, it might not be that hard. You could also, because you're on sort of a, as it starts very big and it sort of thins out. The part that you're on is about the width of you. You could try to climb up to a place where you might even be able to stand on top of this thing. It is sort of twisting and moving though, so. It's scaled,
can I use my
so you can
movement to like move up, or is
Yeah,
that
that's your
Can
movement.
I just use my movement to get up like closer to its?
Yeah, you crawl up the thing a little bit. So you started sort of near the end of it, and now you're up, 30-ish feet closer. So you're at like, if it were a person, you're sort of like lower thigh.
Oh wow, it's stupid long. And
It's
I'm
gargantuan.
Scared. And so now do I still have disadvantage or no?
Still, yeah, you'd have to take
Okay,
another
then
turn.
I'm gonna use my hand axe instead of my
Cool.
long
Yeah, you
sword.
can just make a normal attack with that.
And I'm gonna mark it.
Cool.
Where's Lightning Hoof?
None of the horses are here.
Not the problem right now.
A 28.
28
Right
will
there.
hit. Pretty sure Lightning Hook's fucking dead, dude. Remember the wolf fight?
He was alive when I left.
damage.
Thunder died.
6 damage.
6 damage. Cool.
Second hit.
6 damage, Jesus.
27.
Yep.
You got it. It's already on my screen.
Oh no, I was talking about
10 damage.
10 damage.
Yes, I did.
Firebolt.
Oh, firebolt. I was gonna say, I was like, you don't know fireball.
Yeah, there's no way you would know fireball.
No, I don't know
I
fireball.
was like, whoa.
Probably
No.
not by this level. No.
You can't with magical trickster either. It's only illusion or enchantment spells.
Except for every 8 levels.
Really? I don't know. I don't know much about that class.
Okay,
Cool.
that's all.
You crawl and you hack into it. And it doesn't seem to do a whole lot, but you are breaking through the scales a little bit. Yeah, look it up.
And now
We don't
Cool.
need to know this. This isn't important for the show.
Doesn't matter. Oliver, you have some time before you turn
all right.
history 6.
What am I looking at here? Like, so I'm on my platform and it's just like right there.
And you got hit, but you managed to stay on your platform so it moves over you. So its face is reared back around and is looking at all of you. And you can see as electricity sort of sparks between its teeth.
Can I toss a fireball at it?
Yeah,
It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
it does.
I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
That is a 17.
God damn it, just makes it. Alright, so it's gonna take.
Seems surprisingly dexterous for its size.
$22.
22 points of damage.
Right?
That's half of what you rolled?
That's half. That's 46. Oh shit! Sorry, no, I rolled the completely wrong thing. Sorry, my bad. 5, 10, 12.
so I couldn't.
Sorry, 14 damage. Very different. Cool.
It has hit points to spare.
Dang.
Millie,
I don't like that.
you're on your own platform. You can't control that platform, though.
I just.
Kira can control the platform with her movement, but...
Sorry.
That's good. We
It's
want that.
right in front of my
No, we
face.
don't want that.
I'm just gonna.
Actually, will you move it back a little bit so Emily can be seen?
Wallace is tired. No, Wallace's eyes are really itchy.
Oh.
I'm gonna shoot
It's
it
because you were
with
moving
my
so
bow.
fast. You need goggles.
Wallace has seasonal allergy.
I get advantage because Kira's on it.
It's true. No. It's so small that that's not going to count for advantage. If she was up on its head, then you get sneak attack.
Okay.
But it is a gargantuan creature. It doesn't even fucking care that
That's
she's
sneak
on
attack.
it.
Okay.
Spells.
I forgot what I rolled first.
Can you
remember what I rolled
polymorph?
first?
Just reroll. Just reroll.
I didn't take polymorph.
Sorry, that was my bad for
Who
telling
has
you to do that.
polymorph? Wallace has
I was talking about taking it. I think
21.
Yep, that'll hit.
Wallace has polymorph, doesn't?
So no
Wallace?
sneak attack.
Didn't we use it?
Nope.
I
The
talked-
bard in the fight used it.
Thank you.
I talked about it today, but I didn't end up taking it.
I know. I was gonna say you should do it.
I know. I'm pretty upset.
8.
Okay.
My next spell.
I'm
that
useless
taking,
without
I don't
sneak
care.
attack. Bonus action. Who's near me?
How are you here?
Tapper.
my shield.
Tapper's right next to you.
Help Tapper.
Advantage?
Yep. Next melee attack.
Let me see how it goes.
Oh god, I'm nervous
I
about
want to, like,
this.
run along the side of this.
Kira.
What do you think I'm gonna do? I have one
You're
option.
fine. You're moving the same speed as everybody else around you on
I'm
your
not a
disc.
sun
I'm just not in charge.
You're just falling down. They can move it around. She's just falling. Cause yeah, you guys are slowly drifting down as this happens. That will make it Tapper's turn, actually.
Okay. How far am I from the snake?
30 feet.
30 feet.
And it's sort of like up and away.
Can I
Sorry, no map cam for this one. I don't know how the fuck I would do a map cam for this one.
3D.
3D
You
print a
can
giant
move
snake.
your platform up.
Yeah, can I?
That's it's your movement to move the platform.
It counts as my movement?
Yeah.
All of his special movement?
All my movement?
Yeah.
So sorry.
So I couldn't, like, jump?
You can jump, yeah. You can move it and jump. I'd say you can
Okay,
do
I'll
that
move
for-
it and jump, then I'll move it
really
as
spicy.
close as I can get.
So
It's really
you're
long.
now like 20 feet away from it,
I call
basically.
it just
Okay.
Because you're going upwards, so
Yeah,
you
I
can't
know,
move
I
as,
tried knees weak.
as
20
well.
feet. Alright, then I'm gonna try to
Mom's
jump onto it.
My mother's.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Yes.
Does help do anything for that, or is that just attacks?
I believe it's just
It's
attacks.
just
Ah, alright. Athletics. Acrobatics?
That's what I mean. Yeah, sorry. Well, you can pick, honestly.
Acrobatics.
Because like
'Cause,
power
you know,
jump could
the
be
two
athletics as well.
differences Here, it's a 1 versus an 8. And that one.
Wow.
No! He goes.
You get advantage on the the ability check.
That's an ability check, yeah.
Oh my god.
You literally just saved his life.
I googled it just to be sure.
Was I saved my life many times?
Thank God she's back. What'd you do without her?
Oh yeah, okay, 26.
Yeah. Boom! You leap up, and you are up like right in front of its face right now. What's the plan?
I'm on it?
You're in front of its. You like leap up, and its face just sort of follows you up.
Can I punch it? Can I just punch it in the eye?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Alright, let's do those 2 attacks.
What if you elbow bladed it?
I don't think you have your elbow blade equipped right now.
Oh no, the elbow
the
blade is
eye?
equipped. The hand blades are equipped. Because the elbow blade is not useful.
It is, you just have to learn how to use it.
No, it's...
Just roll, please.
Yeah, alright. First,
All I'm saying is if you put some time into training the elbow blade, you're going to be able to do some cool stuff.
the first attack
I'm a fan of homebrew. So
is...
I homebrewed the shit out of that thing.
27.
That'll hit.
The second one is a 10 to hit.
No. So, you jump, you can roll damage roll, but you jump up and you sort of spin jump and you flip around and kick it right in the snout, and then you go for a punch and you king, your hand just bounces directly off of the your like blade bounces off of the scales.
Don't have the blades on.
Oh, your hand bounces right off the scales.
He's gonna take 9 damage and have him roll a con save.
Good luck.
Alright.
Pick someone specific.
Let's have... No, really? You picked someone specifically for this?
No, he just has a crazy con modifier.
Do it.
I'm choosing a different spell for next
Nat
time, then.
1. No, I'm telling you to nat 1.
Did he not one?
Holy shit.
Oh! It's a natural fucking one!
That's like 4 times we've done
I'm
this
so
spell.
mad! No, you don't understand how
No,
absurd
No,
what
but
just
can I
happened
say
is.
something? Because this is actually very bad because Deirdre's inside and now we're both gonna fall.
Yeah, but it's...
It's not stunned. It's gonna take longer than 2 rounds to hit the ground. You're crazy high up right now.
We also know that God exists now, so that's a cool thing.
I cannot stress enough.
And it's me.
I just want to say this is a creature that I made specifically so that the only way it could not save from your stunning strike but nat 1. So fucking course.
Do you know my save? Like,
I have your character sheet.
Oh, that's right. You know my DC right off the top of your head?
No, but
It has a plus 14 to con?
What is your DC? Wow.
I don't like that.
it's a gargantuan sky serpent. Constitution's like its main thing.
Hella HP.
Uh-oh. Alright, well, it's stunned.
And it just sort of, you like punch it, and as your other one goes off, its body just sort of like it seems like it's about to open its mouth to snap at you, and then it just.
Well, I'm gonna burn a key point, use that bonus action to get as much damage in this thing as we can.
Alright,
while
advantage.
it's stunned. That's a nat 20. On the first one.
I hate you, Peter.
Like, you remember what I told you? And a 27.
Yeah, those will both hit.
Cool.
Holy shit.
So, the
Does
nat
Deirdre come a tumbling out that
20
now?
is...
Heimlich.
Is she? Can we see her in there?
Tapper can try to look, but none of you are at mouth level right now.
I'm at
I
the
just double
good
the die?
thigh.
You just double the die.
That's the second one.
I want to kill it with Deirdre in there.
Yeah.
19 damage.
Maybe one of us should go in.
Total?
Yeah.
I jump into the mouth, into the maw of the serpent.
Yeah, you
We're only doing a
Slayer.
d6.
Yeah, you.
I take
Still?
a knife and
That sucks.
slide down.
I feel like at level 9 you should be doing more.
Yeah, my sneak attack went up.
Your snake attack.
Anyway,
My snake attack went up.
for now, you sort of like people's elbow it right in the mouth, and then like swing your feet inside and kick it in the roof of the mouth as well. That's the critical, is the kick in the roof of the mouth. And you are now
In there.
hanging on to the snout of this snake,
Great.
if you want to be.
That's where I want to
Snake
be.
snout,
No, that's
snake
exactly
snout.
where I want to be.
Snakes. Now I hope you can't breathe electricity.
He's done.
Doesn't matter either way. Okay, that'll make it Wallace. Your turn.
Don't get a deal till
Well, my whole plan
That
was to
sucks.
put water on it and shock him, but now 2 of my friends are in there, so I guess I'm not gonna do that. So I gotta think about something else.
You're gonna shock the electric snake?
Well, if you put water on it and it's electric.
Oh, short circuit.
Sent from Mechanist.
Yes. Yeah.
Who is very real and exists.
Wait, did you?
Tabba, can you get Deirdre out of there?
We don't.
Yeah, free action says tap for
We have a lot to
Deirdre.
talk about.
Deirdre out of there.
I can try.
Can you see her?
You can take a peek, and you can't really see her at the moment. But you could probably go in if you wanted to.
That seems like a bad idea.
What if there's a whole society?
All right, what are you gonna do though, Wallace?
I'll kill them all.
It's a bunch of kobolds.
So we gotta fight before Game of Thrones happens. We have time, don't worry.
Beep 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 beep.
I mean,
That's it.
Can
That's
I?
6 seconds.
Why'd you give me an angry look?
It's just my face, Blake. That was mean of you.
I'm sorry.
can I like?
mean to me?
Did you level up by the way?
Am I
Of
included on
course
that
I
one?
did.
'Cause
Don't worry
I-
about it.
You've been nice.
Can I like?
Well, if you want to take a level in Druid, you can turn into a flying creature right now.
Yeah, I know, but no.
Okay.
Can I like? Where am I in relation?
You're about like 20 feet below it and like 10 feet away from it. So it's up here and you're here-ish.
Can I fly above it?
Like that,
No.
yeah.
You're not gonna be able to get above it on this turn. You can
I have
dash and probably
4
get above it.
sets.
Wow.
But that's
Oh,
your
two
action.
out here?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Here.
I only have 2.
And this one
You're now above
useless dice.
You have these.
Any bonus action stuff? You're
This
just gonna
is
hang out
silly.
here.
I'm just gonna hang out there.
Yeah,
Cool.
I did.
That'll make it the snake's turn. It is still stunned. Kira,
No.
you notice that it has started to fall rather
Yes,
rapidly.
I'm gonna
Literally
crawl.
get out of there.
I'm gonna call.
So it's actually now. It is now below you,
Well,
and it's below the two of you because it fell pretty rapidly. Tapper's on top of it, Kira's on top of it, and Wallace is above it.
I'm gonna crawl 30 feet up. Am I close to its noggin?
No, you're maybe
Belly button.
knee.
You just said I was at the thigh last
You were
time.
low thigh. Now you're at the
It has legs?
no, where it would be.
Oh.
It's it's like city sized.
Okay, but here, let me. I just want to give you an anatomy question. If I was at the low thigh and I'm going up it, why am I ended up lower at the knee?
Oh, I meant calf. Okay.
That's even lower than the knee.
I pointed to calf the first time and I said thigh.
Yeah,
I
but
realized
you
nobody
didn't-
can see this.
No.
Okay, so if I said that, I'll keep with that. So
Not
you're now
only-
at
not
groin
only
area.
Can we not see it, but
Beautiful.
also the camera
I
can see
is it stunned, meaning I wouldn't have
stunned.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that would even out.
So then I'm gonna take my great sword.
Okay.
What?
You might have to make an athletics check to hold on while swinging a great
Okay, then I'll use my longsword and hold on.
That is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah. Then I'll just use my regular
block it.
longsword. Fine. I just never used my greatsword, and I thought I would do that.
You can, if you crawl up a little bit more, you're gonna be able to stand on it. I think one more round you'll be able to stand if you want.
Okay, so advantage or just not a disadvantage?
To. Not disadvantage. If you're using your longsword.
My bruise.
13.
No.
I didn't roll very good that time.
Yeah.
It's red.
24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It had gone away and then it came back.
That's not good.
Every Saturday I get a new bruise there.
12 damage.
12 damage.
I hope it's from
And
Yeah.
I'm
It's from
gonna
Michael's
action
prescription.
surge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and hit it again. And that's a 23.
That'll hit.
And that's 10 damage.
Hello.
Come in.
And that's
Hello,
20.
Come in here.
20 will also hit, yeah.
And that is 8 damage. And I'll just remark it.
Cool.
And then I'll say, hey, I'm falling. Just thought you should remember.
Have fun.
You're falling pretty fast. Cool, that'll make it Oliver's turn.
No, I do, but then I have to jump off and Deirdre's inside, and that's bad.
Alright, the snake's below me.
Yep, it's falling.
Okay, I want to go down,
Go 30 feet down.
like to his head, top of his head.
You're still a little bit above. I'd say you're about like 10 feet above because he's heavy, he's falling fast.
How does he look? Is he damaged?
Yeah.
I did just cut his.
There's some cuts in his back you see that Deirdre's been doing, and sorry, Kira's been doing.
And you're just hanging on?
Yeah, onto the front of the snout, but that's, yeah.
Shit. Alright, I'm gonna cast Blight on this guy.
Okay.
It's gonna make a Constitution saving throw.
Well,
So.
does it get to do that while it's stunned? Right? It does still. Makes saves, right?
I don't know. Check the stun.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
It might automatically fail certain saves. It
I mean,
definitely-
Dex for sure.
Dex,
but
it definitely fails. Constitution, it might still be able to make. Check the
Stunned automatically fails strength and Dex, so we're good.
Cool.
Natty 1.
No, that's a natural 19. So
cool. It's gonna take half damage. Come on. 18.
18.
Damage.
That's halved. You halved it.
That's halved.
Cool.
That's 4d8, not 8d8. Necromantic energy.
Yeah, so you just boom, cast your hand down, and like a part on the back of its neck, one of the scales like turns rotten and falls off, and you can see like a little patch of like blighted skin. Cool. Anything else?
And I've moved down, so I'm just above its head.
You're like 20 feet above its head. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hang out there.
Cool. It is continuing to fall though.
Okay, I'm gonna go with it as it goes.
Millie.
Me?
Yeah.
Hey, how far away is it from me?
You 50 feet below you.
Aw, jeez, okay, I'm just gonna shoot it again.
Alright.
Because I can't get closer.
You have advantage though, so, because it's stunned.
Well, her thing should have been continually moving 30 feet down, because that
10 feet. It automatically was 10 feet. You can go an additional 20 feet.
I made it move faster.
You have to use your movement to move it.
I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So it's about 40 feet.
25 will
Oh,
hit.
there he is.
25 will hit, yeah.
And because I have advantage.
Yes,
That
you
means I
do.
have sneak attack.
Give
me another d6.
What if he wrote instead of talking about writing?
He writes a lot. He can take an hour 30 to talk.
Who?
George R. R. Martin.
Oh.
Mr. No Writer.
21.
21 damage.
I rolled poorly.
That's not bad.
You speak Gnomish?
Yeah.
Interesting. Was it elective in school?
No.
Because
Bonus action. Wait, nobody's close to me, are they?
Sylvan was my elective in
No,
school.
Oliver's
I
the
had to
closest,
take
but he's
2
not really
credits.
close to you.
We had
You could use your movement to
we had
like
a
jump onto
teacher,
his thing if you wanted.
Can I use my movement to jump onto?
for school?
Make a
They
acrobatics
just
check.
had a room with the.
You're very
the
close. It's not gonna be a
school
hard
books,
check.
And then they made the
Good
adults.
luck.
They made the adults trade off which week they had to teach.
16.
So one week.
Okay,
we got
so
the one week we got
she's
the-
gonna jump onto your thing. So she jumps and boom, lands behind you, sort of grabs onto you for stability. And your thing starts going down a little quicker than it used to.
Hi, Ollie.
Hey. Hey,
Cool.
liar. Is what I say, actually. I don't say hey, I say hey, liar.
He's become hardened in the time you were gone.
I haven't.
Almost went to prison.
Yeah.
Almost.
Tapper,
Cute.
hanging onto its fucking nose.
Can I use my movement?
Can you just-
How close can I get my distance?
no.
on the platform.
Can you get it under my-
It's
if
a
I'm
little
moving
bit
more, I'm
above
gonna
you,
fall
so yeah, you can get it right below you.
I can get it right below me?
Yeah.
Great. Let's get that right below me.
Jump up and then step on it. Use gravity to your advantage.
Wait, we're like this?
It's below me. The distance.
It's like maybe 5 feet below you, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
Then
fun.
I'm gonna attempt
That
to
could be a
punch
fun
this
character
thing
thing.
4 times.
All right.
And then let go.
Cool.
But you're not action.
Is it still stunned?
It is still
Until the end
stunned.
of my turn.
All right, till the end of your turn.
Roll these 4 attacks.
Is this window open?
No.
That's a
You
24
can
to
open it
hit.
if you want.
A 24 to
It's,
hit.
it's hot in here again. Remember the winter when it wasn't?
Yeah,
What it was-
seriously, I
24
forgot what this is like.
Yeah, 24 hits.
A 25 to hit.
Both hit.
Hey, we're
Natty
all
20.
clerics at my
A 21 to hit.
Hits.
And a 27 to hit.
Yep, all of them hit.
If I keep saying it, eventually it'll happen.
I mean, you guys do have a weird way of making that
weird
happen.
premonition.
Well, no.
We've both
I
done it
do
at
natty
least
ones.
once.
You do natural 20s.
Yeah, me and Peter do natural ones.
I'm a
We're
positive
natural
force.
failures.
You have to have the
And
positive
there-
and
yeah,
negative
parts of
energy
that's-
flows.
That's true.
I need more dice.
How many?
What
kind?
types?
I got him.
I'll open the window.
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy hot in here right now.
Thank you.
Crazy.
See, I'm a positive force.
Keep it closed! Negative force.
Keep it halfway ajar.
Ah, the neutral force.
Neutral force.
33 damage
30. Whew,
in
nice.
that turn.
Hey. You're welcome.
And it is going to not be stunned anymore.
I'm gonna let go and drop onto the platform.
And you just sort of land right on it. And just roars straight into your face. And like you have to kind of grab on because there's a lot of force coming at you. And you hear within the roar, Tapper!
That's where the word
You can
comes.
teleport!
So She can, but I also don't have her character sheet, so I don't want to teleport her.
Please teleport her.
I don't have her character sheet, so I can't play her.
But she can. What does she have?
Don't worry about it. We'll be okay. That makes it Wallace's turn.
Okay, it's such a relative. Guys, I have a problem question.
Yeah.
If we kill this and it falls out of the sky and we're supposed to be above a town, are we gonna clear this town?
The Avengers run into that problem all the time.
Yeah,
so
we should not kill it. We should leave it
kill it.
away.
We're killing the snake.
We're killing this goddamn snake.
You get the sense this is not an animal.
Never mind. I'm gonna.
We're killing the snake, and if people are mad that we killed a giant sky snake that was gonna eat us, they're not our friends.
They're not gonna be mad
I'm
about
still
that.
above it.
They're gonna be mad when we raise the
You're
town.
Captain America.
Let's get through the fight, because we gotta get through the fight.
Civil War.
I'm
No,
gonna jump.
no.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna jump
other
down with my
way.
sword
Who am I?
and stab it
Aren't I Captain America?
from above.
Cool.
But also try to
Here's the rules, so you're on the
like,
side, so you're
Heimlich it, but
probably
also
right.
stabbing it.
Oh, okay. No, sure. Makes sense. Make an
You know
attack
what I
roll. Yeah. I'll give you advantage for this.
Oh yeah.
With your sword, with your newly learned longsword.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, not really.
Not
Not
the
anymore.
sword I got.
Following
Oh,
the
thanks for
rules
that
is
advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on.
That was the whole thing. Yeah.
I'm Iron Man.
I'm Iron
I'm Iron Man.
19.
19 does hit, yes.
You can be
Oh
Pepper.
boy. Time to
What?
roll
You can be
1d8.
I'll be Spider-Man.
2.
Just for
Plus your strength?
My strength modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing's correct.
3.
Cool. In total, 3.
Yep.
Wallace does this dope jump and lands, and it doesn't really go in that far.
And I'm stuck and I'm like,
Come on.
come on.
Although you do hear it sort of like a little bit as your thing hits the top of its neck. You seem to have choked it a little bit.
Throw her up!
Heimlich. Heimlich. Heimlich.
Cool. That will make it its turn. And immediately it's going to try to bite you, Tapper.
No, really?
It has disadvantage
Cool.
because I marked it.
That
It's
is-
trying to attack someone other than me.
That is true. That is a 19 plus 9 to hit.
I know.
That's gonna hit, yeah.
Sorry, let me play the music again.
With disadvantage, does it mean it rolled a nat 20?
It rolled 2 19s. Sorry.
Well, guess what? When that happens, if it deals damage, I can still attack it as a bonus action
Yes,
on
you
my
can.
next turn. That means I get to do bonus action.
11 points of damage, and it's going to try to grapple you in its mouth.
That's
So make
called biting.
an acrobat. Well, it's going to try to hold him there.
Yeah. That's
So make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
Acrobatics or athletics? Gee. I wonder which it'll be.
Acrobatics
Acrobatics.
is plus 8 and athletics is plus 1.
That's a 27.
And you managed to not get grappled by him, but of course he's going to take another bite attack on you. Is this one also a disadvantage?
It should be anytime it tries to attack something.
Cool, that's fine.
Yeah, on any attack roll that doesn't target me.
24.
That'll hit.
Yep, and you're going to take 10 more points of damage.
Can I make this damage hit the thing instead of me?
Sure.
Cool.
It is going to try to grapple you in its mouth, though.
I'm gonna do the 10.
Damn it. What's up?
Can I do sneak attack with a spell?
I don't know. Look it up.
That is not a thing arcane tricksters can do until
I'm not an
their
arcane
time.
trickster.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If the arcane trickster isn't allowed to do
Do your
it-
math.
I'm working on it. I have to do the check. 19.
19. You are also not grappled again. Damn it, that sucks. Cool. That's its fucking turn. That blows.
I feel like you and I are at war, Blake.
We are, Peter. Kira.
I don't like it.
I'm going to hit it
All right.
with advantage.
Yes, you are.
So just regular or advantage?
If you want to crawl first, you can hit it regular.
Crawl, crawl.
When you get up to a place where you can sort of like kneel on it.
Advantage with my great sword.
I cannot use
I'm
sneak
like
attack.
squeezing it with my thumbs.
Yeah, you're just like.
Wait, I only get advantage on the bonus attack.
Okay.
the bonus action attack, and then the other attacks I don't. So.
Yeah, that's right, you are.
Advantage is a 24.
Yeah.
2d6 slashing damage.
Remember how this was at the beginning?
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it was then
That's
yet.
It'll get there.
10 damage on that one.
10? Cool.
And then I'm gonna hit it 2 more times, and I'm also gonna mark it. Guess what?
Figured. She's gonna mark it, I think, is what.
23.
23 will hit.
15.
15 will not hit.
Okay. That is a 13 damage.
13 damage, nice. This thing is looking pretty beat up.
Oh, wait. Also,
Pretty beat
that if it hits, it gets plus
fits,
also
it
another
fits.
5 damage because it takes half my fighter level damage on the
bonus
action.
one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Could I have attempted with those to just go in the same spot to try to get through it, to try to maybe get to Deirdre?
You're very far back from where you assume Deirdre is, but you do manage. You've chopped away like a couple of scales, and you assume if you keep chopping here, you can get inside it.
Cool.
Because you're now like lower belly.
Crawl into the bowels.
Oliver.
Are you still on my platform?
Yeah.
Are we killing this thing or what?
I mean, kill a worm, kill people.
Your choice.
Fireball.
That makes the save, right?
Yeah, Dex.
Natural 1. Fuck me.
Awesome.
Really just
Thank
fuck me.
God. Thank God.
Remember when I was making this monster earlier and I said, I don't know if this is going to be
It'll
too
be too
hard
hard
or
for
way
you
too
guys.
easy? Because whenever I homebrew without testing, it's either way too hard or way too easy, and it's usually way too easy because of you, motherfucker.
What am I doing?
Stunning
What
strike!
am I doing?
You're playing the game too good.
20,
be worse.
21.
21.
Oh, man.
That you go right into the back of its head, like you barely miss Wallace. It's just like, and scales just shatter off, and it is looking weak.
Once I get all the
And Deirdre is still
And then
inside there.
how?
Actually, as that happens, you see your Deirdre just fly out the front.
Someone
yeah,
get her!
Yeah. So how can I zoom on over to Deirdre?
You're not gonna be able to get to
Actually, we
Deirdre.
don't need
Deirdre has her own necklace that
oh,
she
that's
could
right. That's right. That's right.
maybe take care of herself.
Okay, that's me.
Let
That's
Deirdre
me.
take
Okay.
care of Deirdre. Okay, Millie.
That's cool. I'm gonna go. Hey, awesome! Boom! Firebolt.
Firebolt.
It's a worse version
Lame.
of what I just
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, what if are we still killing this?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys, it's huge, and we're above a town.
So we killed a town.
18.
Save the day.
The
We
town
won.
18.
We need to go to
Yeah, that'll
this
hit.
town to meet people. Remember?
Shame.
We don't know it.
We put our platforms
Under it.
under it.
It's not gonna work.
Right?
14 points of fire damage.
14 points of fire damage. You blast right into the spot that Oliver
Alice, do you
blasted
have
into.
Featherfall?
And it
Wallace, do you
dies.
have
It fucking
Featherfall?
dies. You killed it.
I
You
guess
blast like the. Yeah, there we go. That's like the first time we've rung that bell in so long.
I'm sitting on the bell.
Hey, Wallace, do you have
Good play,
Featherfall?
dude.
So basically, what happened right there is
I did it!
Oliver
did it.
blasted open like a hole in the back of its head, and Millie just tossed a little bit of fire in there, and it died.
hit the brain.
Yeah, like honestly, it's just now it's falling. Deirdre snaps her second platform out under her.
Everyone put your platforms under it.
Take this.
Where is there a platform for me
Create
to
a
jump
platform
up?
for yourself. You have one more.
I'm gonna wild shape into.
Right? That's how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah. You have your one, and you
Do it.
you can make one.
I'm trying
Is
to go
there a
under
platform
this
for,
thing.
for me to jump?
It's like way up there now.
Yeah,
I'm
there you
bringing
go.
it down towards me. I'm using all my movement. Please bring it
It
fast.
can get to you. You're falling so fast. You're falling on a dead body that's just free falling.
Can I-
These things are designed to fall slowly.
How far am I from Kira?
You are right when it dies. You're about 20 feet up from Kira.
Are there
That's
any
not whip
platforms
distance.
around me?
Your platform's also way up there, but you also have a charm. You can make another platform.
I know. We're gonna kill everyone when this falls.
Shame.
Not if we chop
Hold
it
up,
up
Pop.
really fast and make it smaller.
I'm
yeah.
chopping. I'm
I have my greatsword out. I'm cutting it off.
I have my 2 daggers.
Produce flames
Just the same amount
onto
of
it
mass
and
is
like
going to
just
hit
try
the
and like
ground.
set it on
Yeah,
fire?
slowly but
firebolt
surely you're immolating the head. You're just firebolting it. Eventually your firebolts detach the head from the rest of the
I'm
body. So
cutting
Wallace
it
is
into
just
chunks.
on the head, setting
I'm
it on
carving
fire.
chunks off.
You're carving chunks off as quickly as you
I have my
can.
2 daggers. Just
You notice that your full charge dagger seems to bounce off it and do nothing.
fuck it. Firebolt.
You threw your full charge dagger
No,
away?
I
What are you up to?
Standing there watching.
Just on your
Peter,
platform.
you have elbow.
You're just
you have elbow
looking
knives.
down.
Tapa,
Because they're
you want
falling
help?
way faster than your platform is. So you're like,
Chopper!
okay, so I need the 2 of you to roll damage on your firebolt and multiply it by 20. What are you doing? You're just chopping?
What is firebolt?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is the...
It should be 2d10 at this point.
2d10.
Yeah. How much damage does produce flames do?
300. Oh.
And your greatsword damage multiplied by 40 because you can do 2 in a round.
We're multiplying by 20, you said?
You multiply by 20. Kira's doing 40.
How much did you do?
I did 360 damage.
Dang.
400.
I did 6 damage.
Times 20.
Wait, 120.
So you very successfully immolate the entire head except for one of the teeth, which you like pull out, and you're like standing on top of all of the fire, just like.
I just get to keep the tooth.
What?
I put that tooth in my pocket.
The tooth is like the size of your torso.
I put it in my
Okay, standing on it for now.
600 damage.
600 damage. You just watch as this goes down. The 2 of you are like, and you're just blasting. Like, it's not catching it on fire so much as blasting chunks off of it. And Kira, you're just
Why are we doing this
slicing through it. You like actually you slice down,
Right.
pull it open, jump inside, and just cleave half of it in half from the soft underbelly. And you're just jumping from piece to piece of it, just chopping them up
That's so
as you're falling. And you
cool.
see that the city is fast approaching.
I'm
The city is approaching.
Oh, it's a city!
You're
Yes,
over
you
a
are.
city.
Yeah,
Hell
it's people.
yeah.
You're over like the edge of the city. What looks to be below you is like the wall of the
man.
city
We gotta
and like
hide.
stables and stuff.
We gotta hide, disguise self.
Wait,
I'm
what,
gonna-
Oliver, what?
I'm gonna wild
How
shape.
We gotta
fast is
hide.
it?
We're heading toward the city right now.
I'm gonna wild shape into an eagle.
Because you can do that, because you took another level in Druid.
Population of individuals.
Yeah.
And I am good.
I
And I
think
just.
you can do giant eagle even.
We're about to
We're about to
I
drop
don't
a
think so.
snake on
I
that.
think I'd just be a regular eagle.
I'll look it up.
But
gonna
anyway,
kill
I'm just. The
thousands.
point is just. I'm just gonna fly
This is
down
my
to this-
point.
down to
Yeah,
the
that's what we
ground.
were
Okay,
saying
cool.
earlier.
I'm
These
gonna
are
like
the
dive onto the
Sokovia
ground so I get there
Accords.
Yes.
first.
You need to
And
listen.
then when I get to the ground, I'm gonna like become myself again, and
Yeah.
I'll be like, look out! Like something is falling from the sky right now. Everyone, get out of
You
the
see
way!
a bunch of guards being like, "Yeah, we know!"
Get out of the way!
and they're pulling out like trebuchets and they're starting to like fire catapults at the chunks flying in the ground. They're like, "Who's up there? Who cut it in half? Whoever did that, they deserve a medal of honor. But keep firing, boys!"
I'm
was
making,
me.
I
It
have
was
my
all
one
of us.
platform. I'm gonna wait as like I'm gonna keep cutting as long as I can, and then I'm gonna put my platform under me to try to try a little
Can I set
bit.
my platform under one of the pieces?
Yeah, well, the head, which is on fire but not apart, it is disintegrating. You can like place it on.
Yeah,
there.
can
Yeah,
I?
because I don't need the platform.
Yeah.
I would also like to get to the ground,
Yeah.
hop off, toss that disc up, or however it happens. Put it under a piece.
What are
Disguise
you up to?
self.
Well, you're way higher than anyone.
Drop as fast as possible, but on the disc.
It's definitely slower than everybody else. But by the time
Everyone get out of
you're
the way,
like
move.
you can see the ground fast approaching, and you get under it and you hold up like the largest piece that you weren't able to prevent from falling. You please make a strength check for me.
Come on. Oh my God.
11.
11. You go and you're slowing it down in the
Can
disc.
it be athletics? Is all I'm asking.
Yeah, sure. Make it athletics.
Then it would be a 15.
Okay, that actually changes things. Your feet hit the ground, and then you feel just the full weight of this thing, and you're like, and you're not on the ground, you're on the wall itself.
Yeah.
You've landed, and you're holding it up, and then the skin that you're holding like bursts through, and you go up into it, and it sort of flops across. You did manage to prevent it from destroying the wall. This section of the wall. Another section of the wall took a little bit more, but for the most part, in chopping it up, you like. it landed on the thing. It doesn't seem like anybody like got hurt at all. It's a rain of snake. But it all hits the ground, and it doesn't seem like, except for that one section of the wall that kind of got crumbled, everything else seems fine. And there's a moment of just like silence. Oh, you come out of it?
Well, I'm inside it. Like Hercules in the animated movie when he cuts himself off the Hydra at the end. I'm slimy. I'm disgusting.
You just got blood dripping and mucus dripping all over you. And then there's just a guard wearing like the uniform of the Zymor Empire, which is like way too fancy, sort of blue with frills, and he goes, "Wait, are you Kirith Burke?" And that's where we're gonna end this this episode of Dungeon Party.
That was good.
Kira,
Thanks for playing. It's good to have our friend back.
This party was too happy.
What happened to you?
So until we see you next time, please check out our social media.
Smash that like button and hit that bell.
Yeah.
What, did you just like wuss out of doing it?
He doesn't like to do it.
I did it without being asked at the beginning of this episode.
Oh yeah, no. Tapper and Deirdre are both just slowly floating down. Like, that was crazy, huh?
What am I supposed to do?
That was wild.
Punch chunks out of the air?
You have Blade.
Anyway,
Blade.
Anyway,
that long.
thank you for watching. Check out our social media. Thank you so much for Elliot, our one Patreon patron.
Yes.
And if you're not already playing a game of Dungeons & Dragons, you 100% should, because it's super fun. Just do it in a room that's not as hot as this one.
It's so hot in this room. Hot in this room.
Hi-ho, the dairy yo.
Until next time, thanks for partying with us in the dungeon. See ya on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.
Take a hike, cool breeze.